Hi guys, this is crazy. It's 5:23 and for the past 23 minutes I have been talking and I thought I was live and I realized I was not. You know what? Doing live on my phone is such a breeze. It looks like doing live on my computer is totally different and I think I screwed up today. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do it again. Imagine I'm gonna repeat everything I said again. Maybe shorter because it took me 23 minutes, so hopefully it's gonna be shorter. For those who joined for the first time, quickly, I'm going to say that the first day this is day 3, and the first day I showed up, I had no plan, no intention. I just wanted to be out there because of the coronavirus. Everybody was nervous and stressed, and I felt that I wanted to say something. As it turned out, at the end of the presentation or the chat, I promised to be there for a full 7 days, every day at 5 o'clock. So that first day, I talked about 3 ways of turning our fears into inspiration, I think I called it, or blessing. The first one was take care of people around us, whether it's kids or elderly or people we haven't talked. You know, this today, I spent more than 4 hours on the phone calling people I haven't, friends and family I have not talked to in 2, 3 weeks. So I decided to do that today. It takes a lot of time, but hey, boy, am I happy I reconnected. A couple of conversations was really interesting. So I did what I preached. The second thing was take care of yourself, go for walks, do your gym, do your meditation, do some um, uh, what's the word? Etirma. Yeah, yeah, between French and English, I'm losing it. Anyway, just be active, go for walks. Thank God here we still can go out for a walk. So if you could do that, do it and enjoy. And the third thing was, how about taking this time to do some reflection and introspection and ask yourself, where am I today and where would I love to be? It's not to beat up on yourself that you're not where you're supposed to be. That's not what we're looking for. The idea is bring back this passion, dig deep and find this passion again and say, hey, if I had lived this life in the best way possible, what would it look like? Who would I be? What would I do? And what would I like to have to say at the age of 90 on my deathbed? Right on, Miriam. You did your best. You did exactly everything I dreamed of doing. You're good. You can go. You're good. So we did that yesterday. And today is the third day. I promised you to talk about the wheel of life. So here it is, the wheel of life. Why the wheel of life? Because now that you've done this exercise of where would you like to be, you have all these ideas of your, it's like we talked about the canvas, so you have this painting and of all where you would like to go, and then what? We still have to do it, we still have to make it happen. And very often, actually 98% of people fail at the doing phase. They get excited, they have tons of ideas, and then when it's time to what, put your put your actions where your words are. Is that what it is? Yeah. They back off. And that's because they just don't know. They just don't know how to move on. And we'll talk about the mindset. They don't have the mindset to focus on the job. But I'll talk about the mindset later. Today, I'm giving you one tool out of many that I use a lot in my coaching. It's been very, very useful for, I think I've used it with every single client of mine. And I've actually used it not less than 3 weeks ago, and we had amazing results. So that's probably one of the reasons also why I came back to all my coaching um, content, and I wanted to see how this can help. So the wheel of life is what? Let me tell you, the wheel of life, la roue de la vie. It's simply this, not very complicated. It's it's a pizza. It's nothing else but a pizza. It's nothing else but a pizza. So it's a pizza, and this pizza can be divided into slices, and in the middle it's me. Okay, so the slices. What are the slices? The slices are the different parts of your life. So the different areas of your life. So instead of having this big canvas of where you want to go with all these thoughts, now we're going to organize them. Because what's the best way to eat an elephant? Yeah, one bite at a time. So here we're going to have 6 or 8 slices. And each slice we're going to have one bite. Really, it's that simple. So what are these slices? Typically, I recommend you have about 6 and typical areas, and they can be different from person to person. I've had clients who had 8, I had clients who had only 5. Very different, but typically it would be your health and fitness. And what would I put in my health and fitness? What is it? It's my eating patterns. It's my sleeping patterns. It's my gym and exercising patterns. Okay. So eating with food and diets, sleeping pattern, the quantity of water you drink, the exercises you do or do not do. So that's your health and fitness slice. Then there's another slice, could be your business or your career. And at some point when I started this, I had 2 slices. One was my career because I was working as an employee, and one was my business because I had started my coaching business. So it depends where you are. Some of you are retired, so maybe there's no business, there's no career, but maybe you want to start a business on the sides. Why not? I mean, we have 30, 40 years in front of us. Why not? Anyway, or it could be, you could use this for another thing. The third one could be your finances and your investments. And this one again can be split in 2, depending on where you are. If you have a lot of investments and you need to have a lot of strategies and start discussing with your financial advisor, that might be a slice in itself. And then your finances could be your budget, or they could be together in one slice. You decide. Another one could be your spiritual growth, personal development, spiritual growth, reading different books on spiritual growth, learning something new. Maybe you want to put in there learning a new language. Why not? It's your growth. Maybe you want to put there a new habit of going to prayers or counseling or having a pastor or a coach, or I don't know. It could be your spiritual growth in there. And some people don't have it. Again, it depends on you. And the another slice is the relationships with your children, with your parents, with the in-laws, with brothers and sisters, especially if there's something strained there. Relationship with a loved one, intimacy, love. Sometimes these 2 can be 2 different slices. I mean, if you want to have your love life, you want to put special focus on your love life, then by all means have a separate slice for it, and then the relationship another. Again, I recommend you do that exercise. You create a circle on a piece of paper, and you start with 6. If you have any questions, if you don't know what to do, message me below. I do not see any messages. I don't know what's going on. When I'm doing my Facebook with my phone, it's so easy. But with this computer, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so if you have any questions, private message me, write in the group. It doesn't matter. I'll help. I'll explain this again. So yeah, so the idea is to have this. Tomorrow, I'll show you, once you have them, how to evaluate. Oh, we're not there yet. I'll show you tomorrow how to evaluate where you are. So once you have them, For each one, you take a piece of paper or your journal or whatever you use. Take colored pencils, take whatever you want to take, big, and start writing down the best the best slice of life. So if I'm talking about spirituality, for me, the best would be being in a community of like-minded people, having a network where I can every twice a week maybe or even more share, read the books, discuss those books, and I'm talking about spiritual and the personal development books. I mean, this is read at least one or two books a month on personal development, and of course implement it in my life. That could be for me something. I've also put in there attending mass on Sundays. I mean, that's me. And I mean, because when you write things down, they happen. They just happen. So for each one, you write down, and you have from yesterday's exercise, the rocking chair exercise, the be, do, and have exercise. So you know now all these things, you can plug them in the different slices of the pizza, right? And you should have your pizza with 6 or 8 slices, and for each slice, each area of life, that's what it's called, the wheel of life, you should have your ideal life. And with that, we can continue tomorrow, because this tool is a big tool. I love it, and there's a lot to do, and tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, so it's been 12 minutes, so you are free to go. I hoped I've covered enough. However, for those who want to stay, I want to share something which I shared in the first video first. So like from 5 o'clock to 5:10, I was rambling about that. But let me share it with you. So a couple of things. This week we've been getting a lot of jokes on, of course, the jokes on the toilet paper, and jokes on the masks, and jokes left, right, and center. And at some point, I have to be honest, I was upset. Too many jokes. What is this? I mean, after all, this is a serious illness. How are we joking? But wait. Then I realized, no. Jokes and laughter, of course, if they're cute and funny, are a very good thing, because laughter is a great remedy for depression. It's a great remedy for desolation, for the opposite of joy. I mean, laughter is a great antidote. So yes, keep sending those funny, cute, adorable stories, because they do bring a little bit of sunshine in our lives. So I just say I wanted to share this, because I myself, and I mean, I'm not that I'm saying I'm not so, I myself fell into that trap of saying, oops, not too many funny jokes, but then I realized, beautiful, welcome. And of course, more inspiring stories are even better. I mean, people standing at their window, like we're gonna do tonight, I think 7:30 tonight, stand out by our windows and cheer for our the medical staff and all the staff that is working outside, the delivery people, the medical people, the people in the supermarket and in restaurants. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being there. So these are uplifting stories that we want to hear. Great. So I want to tell you about my change of perspective. I love it when there's a change of perspective. I mean, we all grow when there's a change of perspective. Another thing I wanted to discuss was, and I'm trying to remember. Oh my God, how could I forget? In the past few days, I've been having a hard time sleeping. I'm up like till 3 in the morning, quarter to 3, 3:30. And you know why? Because I'm wondering, do you think that our life is going to come back after this crisis the same way it was before? Well, I hope not. I really hope we will learn something important, something big from this crisis, and we will not go back to our lives as they were, even if it's a tiny, tiny change. And let me explain to you. I mean, I hope this crisis showed us the importance of quieting down and spending time with the loved ones, more communication, more connection. Communication is not just sending emails and posts. That's not communicating. Well, it is communicating, but that's not connecting. Connection is calling someone. Like this morning, I called 4 or 5 people and I want my phone to ring. Yeah, guys, call me, ask how I'm doing. I'll let you know. So, really, I hope we will change. I hope we will be more respectful of our planet. I hope we will be more respectful of our body. Uh, Maybe just by doing more for us, like taking care of our health, eating the right food. Uh, I mean, I am very thankful that I've been on a great way of life. Uh, from a dietary perspective, for the past 2 years, I've been eating the right foods, getting rid of the wrong foods. I've been constantly in detox mode. I know the toxins in my body are at the lowest ever. I haven't had a migraine in almost 3 years. I don't have the rash I used to have. My skin feels so much better. So I've been, and I'm so thankful that I can continue this now. Um, I'm not binging on food. I'm not binging on chips. I don't feel like drinking 5, 6 coffees. I don't even feel like drinking one coffee because I got rid of this acidity in my body. Whatever it is, I just say, let's learn something new. Uh, Immune system increased. I mean, this winter was the best winter I had in 10 years. And that's because this winter, I started taking boosters for my immune system. And I started taking care of my gut. And so all these things together make me think that we're not going to go back to where we were exactly. We are definitely going to learn. And I hope every single one of us will learn something um, uh, to, 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 to respect Mother Earth and respect us as this body that they call the temple and our souls. From the soul perspective, what's keeping me up at night is, I mean, these are tough times. What can I do to make a difference in someone else's life? What is it? I mean, with all the knowledge I have, is there something that I know? Is there something that I've been through? Is there an obstacle I crossed that if I shared it with someone, it would help them? Even if it's one person, maybe two. I don't know. So I've been raking my brain on this. What is it that I can bring to someone else that can make their life better so that they can do something in their genius zone that can make someone else's life better? Imagine the effect. It's like a virus. It's like a good virus. I impact 2 people. These 2 people, if they impact 4, if these 4 impact 8, 8 impact 16, 16, 64, and so on and so forth, just because we brought something. So that I've been really, really thinking about that. I mean, what kind of legacy am I leaving? But I mean, I'm not thinking legacy like in 30 years. Today, tomorrow morning, what impact can I do on one person? What can I offer? What can I give? What can I bring to one person that would make a difference? So that's what's keeping me awake. So I wanted to share with you. And if you have any ideas about what it could be, sometimes you guys see things in me, my superpower that I don't see in myself. So if you think of something, if you know of someone who could use, I mean, I've been coaching for almost 11 years. 11 years. So I know a lot of tactics. I know a lot of tools that can help. If you guys think of anybody, anyone, someone you know, someone you heard of, by all means, connect us. I would love to be of service. I would love to be of service. Okay. So these are the two sharings outside of the subject of today. I hope this time it's recording. It's 5:54, so I talked for 44 minutes. So yeah, I need to say bye-bye. Bye, guys. I love you. Love the company. Thank you for being here. Ciao. Bye-bye.